We're starting this video with a Chrono Crystal check. Let me know how many Chrono Crystals you guys have got in the comment section below. It's going to be very important. Be sure to also subscribe, as I'm doing Chrono Crystal checks every single week in my community polls, as we are saving or just checking how many Chrono Crystals everybody has towards the 7th anniversary. I'll also be doing saving Sundays through shorts where I track my Chrono Crystals, which I will also talk about in this video. But right now we are in a Dragon Ball DAIMA campaign. And this is the big one a lot of people have been waiting for. We don't know if we'll get more DAIMA characters in the anniversary, but one thing's for sure, because it's already happened, we've got Legends Limited Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta so far. There's a possibility for an Ultra, which I really hope they don't drop, but they might. But I think it's more likely we will get a 1% sparking banner similar to Glorio and the Goku Mini. I'm thinking maybe a Lightning Whip Glorio and a Super Saiyan 3 Majin Buu, or just a Majin Buu with his ultimate where he goes Super Saiyan 3. But the point of this video is to say that because of this DAIMA campaign, your Chrono Crystals are being tested. We are 2 months away from the 7th anniversary. Going to see a big update next month, which they spoke about previously this year, where they said that they're going to make this the biggest year ever. There's going to be a RAM update, so a lot of people's phones, if you got a really old phone, won't be able to play Dragon Ball Legends. You'd have to upgrade your phone. For most people, you won't have to worry, but the point is the standard that Dragon Ball Legends have produced so far to the 7th year is going to go even higher starting this year. Right now, I don't think they've released a lot more events or anything like that for our Chrono Crystal savings to go up faster, but that makes it even more insane, because if they're going to drop super hype things this year, then the 7th anniversary is going to be looking real sad for a lot of people. I'm sure a lot of you guys have summoned recently. In the 2025 releases, they've dropped some bangers, I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna say they're cracked or overpowered, but they look amazing. They started the year big time with Trunks and Gohan. That animation they have where Trunks wins the game and he tells Gohan that he did it, that's real sad. Going into Fusion Zamasu, who also just looks amazing when he pulls out the They did him nice. They did him nice. And maybe more lackluster, but we got Super Saiyan Goku, the instant transmission version. Still looks very nice. I think he's the worst LF we've got this year in terms of visual appearance, not kit wise. And of course, the one Ultra that we got, Perfect Cell, who's doing his job. He's actually shifted the meta one way, which is very nice. Taking out all of those OP units that were taking over in the festival. Really a good move on the devs part. But boy, if they keep going with units of this caliber, Chrono Crystals are going to keep going down, and when the anniversary starts, you're not going to have enough for the most insane units they will drop. Just for a quick flashback here, if we just look at the 6th anniversary, we had Fusing Gogeta Blue and Fusing Super Vegito. That's part 1. They started the anniversary with a double Fusion Warrior, and they said the 7th year is going to be even bigger. What could they do to make it even bigger? I've got videos that will come out in the future talking about it, but the general idea is you're gonna want something out of this 7th anniversary. I think I should stop avoiding the elephant in the room. Ultra MUI Goku, everybody's waiting on him. If he doesn't drop for this anniversary, I think immediately people will say that this anniversary was a fumble, it was lackluster, it just wasn't good enough. There will be all these discussions around the 7th anniversary because it will just be something that we've seen before. Unless they do something even more spectacular with an Ultra finish, then maybe people might not care about what the character is, rather what they do and what they have. In general, the idea is you don't want to miss out. There's always going to be something good. Every single month there's a new unit that catches your eye. We're Dragon Ball fans. We like almost everything that releases in the series, but the point is there's going to be something you like more. Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta is amazing, but then right after, if they drop an Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Goku, even if he had the best kit in the game, you'd probably stop using him because Goku's just clear. It's not a hot take that Goku is more popular than Vegeta. It's not a hot take that Goku was more hype in Diamond than Vegeta. Everybody's gonna have their eyes on the newest thing in the game, which would be the Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Goku from Dragon Ball DAIMA. Obviously, that's all speculation, but the point is there's always going to be something more hype. But then if you go for the Super Saiyan 4 Goku, you lower your Chrono Crystals for any April releases, and then we've got the early May releases, if any. If there's not any releases in May, then we'd be waiting for the anniversary, and you'd have maybe enough for a month's worth going into the anniversary. But then you don't know what formats they're going to pull out. Are we going to get 3 Legends Limited similar to Dokkan Battle, where they had 3 LRs? In their part 1, they dropped Super Vegito alongside SSBE Vegeta, who had an MUI assist, which is crazy, and Super Saiyan 4 Goku. which is nuts. All 3 of these for one part. That's big. Would Legends be able to match that? And if they did, are you going to be able to have the CC? Probably not. Unless they give us a lot more CC, Legends are basically forcing us to pick and choose. You might get lucky and get all 3. They might do something spectacular. I can't imagine Legends giving us 1 free Legends Limited, just like Dokkan Battle did with their 1 free LR, but that would be a nice treat. Overall, it's just sounding super rough, no matter how you go, and it's going to be really hard to resist, but that's what this community is for. That's what this video is for. That's what the community posts are for. That's what the Saving Sunday shorts are for, so that you know that everybody's also in this same boat and we're all saving along. So don't be that one guy that is going to be left out because they decided to be tempted on every little thing. Fair enough if ultras get you. Fair enough if it's your favorite character, because at the end of the day, you should be summoning for whatever you like and whatever you want to enjoy. But you must consider if there's going to be something more valuable that will catch your eye in the near future, which this year, it's very likely to be the case. Now, I'm going to give you a bit of information about my situation because I want to be very honest and transparent with you guys, like I have been for the whole time I've been doing content creation. But right now, more than ever, it's looking ridiculous. You guys will know I got shafted on Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, so I don't have him. If I didn't get shafted, my situation would be roses and daisies. I'd be so happy. I'm not exactly sad, it's just a game at the end of the day, but I'd be a lot happier if I did have him. But the point is, because I don't have him and want him, it's not about his kit, I don't give a damn. I'm just a DAIMA fan. I want him for collectors, and because of that, I'm going to keep summoning until I get him. But even if I wasn't a DAIMA fan, I've already spent so many Chrono Crystals. I've spent 20,000, 22,000, something like that. Bear in mind, I don't spend money on Chrono Crystals anymore. I haven't spent 1 dime on Chrono Crystals since October last year, maybe September, I think, whenever Ultra Majin Vegeta released. So it's been tough. I've had to manage my Chrono Crystals, and you guys be getting it out the mud. Respect to you guys. But I think it's the best decision, not because I can't afford Chrono Crystals, not because it would put me in the mud to spend. I just don't think it's worth it. But because I already spent a bunch of Chrono Crystals, I'm about 30 coins in for pity, 34 to be precise, and the pity is at 50. I'll probably get Vegeta before 50, I hope. If the game does me that bad, that's crazy. But I'm going to keep summoning until I get Vegeta, and if I don't get him until 50, I'd have to pity him. If I get him prior, then I stop immediately. I originally wanted more than 1 copy, but that's a light year dream now. It's not happening. So once I get 1 copy, I'm gonna stop summoning. If it takes me all the way to 50 coins, then I'll buy the pity 50 coins. I know a lot of people are gonna tell me that's not worth it, buy the tickets, but honestly, I'm not summoning for kit or anything like that. I'm summoning for collectors, so I'd rather secure the unit than just potentially try and get the unit. I do understand I would get more stars, but there's a risk in that, and I don't really want to take the risk, especially because I just want the unit to have them. So that's how I'm playing Legends. I know there's only 2 months left until the anniversary. Anniversary starts at the end of May, so that's really not enough time to save a bunch of Chrono Crystals. It's very unlikely I'll get even over 40,000 Chrono Crystals. That was never happening actually. Even 30,000 Chrono Crystals, with the way there's the 20k CC cap, alongside them only releasing between 14,000 and 20,000 Chrono Crystals a month. So if you see my CC is continuously low during Saving Sunday, it's because I still haven't got Vegeta. But once I get Vegeta, my Chrono Crystals will be on the steady up. I don't expect them to drop an Ultra, so everything else I'll just have to skip. If they drop a 1% banner with new Diamond characters, I'd unfortunately just have to skip it. I was even chasing Glorio, and it seems like I can't get him either. I'm 15 coins in on that, and the pity is 30. Even though that banner is generally cheaper, my situation isn't the greatest because we've only got 2 months. So don't feel bad if you've been summoning for everything that's dropped this year. There's still a bunch of time to save. You can still be in the boat of having success in the anniversary, even if you've been continuously spending, as I'm still spending right now, and I could get the luckiest I've got ever in my life in the anniversary, where right now they're putting me in the mud. Maybe I'm building up my luck. I don't know how it works. You know, it's just a system game with the numbers. This is the last thing I want to say for this video, and it's something I should be pushing a lot more. Saving does not guarantee you anything. I've said this a lot in previous videos, and you can save and still get nothing. Like I just mentioned, I got shafted on Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. I had 22,000 Chrono Crystals, 23 I think, and I didn't get 1 copy. I pulled a lot of Daima Gokus, but that isn't Vegeta. I already had Daima Goku 8 stars. Now he's 14 or 13 or 12. I don't know. He's not 14, I'm not gonna lie. But the point is, you can stack up insane amount of chrono crystals. People go 100k on a Legends Limited to get even 2 copies. People go 100k to just get 1 copy of an Ultra. Saving does not absolve you from shaft, but what it does do is increase your chances of getting lucky at least once. And you wouldn't really call it luck because you went out your way to save and you had to skip a bunch of stuff. But it's better to get the copy at least once than not get them at all, in my opinion, especially if you are a collector. But if you're doing things for meta purposes, it still gives you the best chances. It's just that you can't play month by month, as the game doesn't give you enough chrono crystals to do that. Unless you're just the luckiest person in the world, which most people aren't, the odds are you're gonna have to spend money if you want to get everything. So you're not gonna be able to do that. If you save, you just only increase your chances, but you don't guarantee it. Unless you want the pity as well. You guess you can guarantee it through that for a Legends Limited, but a lot of people don't make the right decisions. They go ahead for the tickets instantly. My advice, don't buy anything from the pity exchange shop until you're completely done with the banner. So if you know you're gonna summon more, don't buy the LLZ power, don't buy the tickets, use all the CC you're gonna use first, and then once you can no longer use any more CC, then you decide what you want to do with the coins, if you're gonna get tickets, if you're gonna get LLZ power, or if you've summoned all the way to the 50 coins for the Legends Limited, then you get the pity that way, whichever is in favor for you. But ultimately, you gotta make the right decisions and know that just because you saved doesn't mean you're going to get the unit. A lot of people message me saying, oh, I saved 50k, didn't get this, I saved 30k, didn't get this. Some of you have never seen over 5k CC, so you can only imagine how some of these people feel when they get shafted. And even back in my day, you know, I said that like I'm born in 1950 something. When I used to spend money on this game, I would still be spending a lot. I think for my first copy of Fusing GB, I spent 40,000. So you can look at it for how you want to look at it. You know, whether spending money is for you, it's a game. You can enjoy it how you want to enjoy it, but ultimately you should just know you're not guaranteed. No outro on this video. You guys have a good day. Take care of your account, take care of yourself, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man.